And Crunch is like, Plug, what's going on? Plug, she's mad. Girl, you was just in another scene with other ninjas. Why you mad that Plug is having fun, having a good time? Like, he not with no other girl, he with me. Oh, that's why you mad. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Back up on the move, touchdown in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my move. Hey y'all, it's The Breeze and you're plugged into The Breeze Lifestyle. If this not your first time here, you already know we locked in, friend. Either way, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you want to support your girl some more, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of me, then follow me on Instagram and TikTok at TheBreeze Lifestyle 777. Y'all, it's still Vlogmas. I've been giving y'all 2 story times a week. If you want me to give you a third this week, do me a favor and get this video. I'll say if this video can get to, I'm going to post this on Monday. By Thursday or Wednesday night, if this video can get to 2K views, then I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a third story time. I believe we can do it, so let's run these numbers up, y'all. Y'all said y'all wanted a series, so I'm going to give it to y'all. So it's going to be the series about Sassy. It's kind of going to be like Behind the Mask, where it's not like necessarily a part 1, part 2, part 3, but it's just like my journey with this man, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. So I told y'all, if you didn't watch the last story time, I'm gonna link it in the description, but y'all know the night was just Sassy didn't like that, okay? So next time I went to work with him, he was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, I got so drunk. I did not even know, like, half of the night. I don't even remember. I feel like they kicked us out the club. I'm like, I very much got kicked out the club because, you know, he was telling, I forgot what I named his friend, which was the Plug, but we just want to name him Plug. So that's the same friend that he was telling the lies to. You feel me? I don't even know if I named him. But anyway. So yeah, so he like, yeah, I don't know what happened, but that's not me. Like, he remind me of Natalie. Like, I run LA, I run Atlanta. Like, he just really big boyed himself about Atlanta. Like, yeah, I'm known in these streets. Like, people don't play about me, stuff like that. So I'm like, nah, it's cool. Like, cause overall, y'all, I had a pretty good night. Like, I really didn't have too much complaints. Yeah, he was getting a little annoying, but it was cool. Like, I wouldn't be like, dang, I'll never go out with him again. Like, it was cool, but he just felt so bad. I feel like his pride was hurt. Like, that was his first time actually going out with me. He be talking about how he's that guy, he's this, he's that. And it wasn't that. Like, he was trying, but it wasn't working. So I feel like he just really wanted to make it up to me. So he was like, yeah, like, we going out. It wasn't this weekend, but the next weekend, right? So he was like, yeah, we gonna go out next weekend if you free. Like, I gotta make it up to you. I gotta show you a time in Atlanta. You not from here, da 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 da. So I'm just like, yeah, like, I'm down, but you don't have to do that. But he was so persistent, like, nah, we going out. I can't have that on my name. I can't have that on my name. We going out. It's gonna be a time, da da. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm cool with going out, but just know I had a good time. But he was just really like bent out of shape about him getting kicked out the club and not being able to cut the line and all of that. Every single day, when I tell you not every other day, every single day, this dude is telling me about our next turn up. Like, it's about to be the best thing since sliced bread. He like, yeah, next weekend we doing this, da, 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 every day. So at this point, I'm just kind of over it because you're overhyping the night, and now you're gonna bring my expectations to an extra high when you could have just said it one time. Maybe like, because like I said, let's say it's a whole 2 weeks. So it's Monday that I'm talking to him. It's not this weekend, it's next weekend. So for 2 weeks, every day, Monday through Friday, you're telling me about next Saturday. So I can understand if like the Thursday before, the Friday before, you getting excited about it, cool. But like every day, and then he bringing people into the conversation, like, yeah, like, cause we'll be at the salon. Now keep in mind, I'm saying salon, but we work in a different place. You know, I just don't want to say exactly where he worked, right? So we in the salon, people be coming in. He be like, yeah, you know, next weekend we going. I'm about to show her Atlanta. I'm about to show her the city. Somebody else come in. Yeah, they was acting crazy at the club we went to last time. This club I already know. Okay, whatever. So cool. Now it's the Friday before. So he tells me like, yeah, make sure you ain't got no plans. And he asked me like if I got friends. At this time, I'm really fresh in Atlanta, and I do already know Ditzy, but I really wasn't thinking about her at the time. So I'm like, nah, I ain't got no friends or whatever. So he like, all right, cool. Well, it's gonna be me and you, whatever. We out, we out. So I'm like, all right, cool. He was telling me I'm gonna get a section. We're gonna have bottles all night. You popping bottles. We doing this. We doing that. So I'm like, okay, and not gonna lie. Right now, I'm looking kind of annoyed, like, But at the time on that Friday, I was excited because this man been hyping it up for 2 weeks. Like now we about to do it. He said he getting bottles on bottles on bottles. Like at this point, I'm thinking if I'm kind of comfortable, because at this point, I want to say I've been working with him for a good amount of time where now, okay, we done had that last time that we hung out was our first time hanging out outside of work. But at the same time, like, he was a little annoying, but he didn't give me no weird vibes. He didn't try to touch on me, try to feel on me, nothing like that. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting lit tonight. If I don't feel like going home, I'm sleeping on his couch because he offered it to me last time. This time, I'm going to take him up on the offer, like, we getting lit. All right, cool. So Saturday comes. So he texts me kind of like early afternoon, like, come to my house. We want pregame. And since we get in a section, Plug is coming with a couple of his homegirls. Me, I don't care. Like, I'm like, cool. Like, first of all, neither of them is my ninja. I only met Plug one time. So, and I'm not the girl that feel insecure when other girls come around. Like, I very much, if they cool, I prefer it. Like, you know, it's cool to be at the club with dudes or whatever, but to be at the club with girls and be dancing with them, stuff like that, like, that's the vibe that I like, you know? So I'm like, all right, cool. We about to be in a section. We having a good time. At this time, I ain't really like, you know, section down. Like it's a new experience for me. I probably did it like once or twice, but you know, it's a new experience. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like I'm excited. So I'm getting dressed, but this time it's like I don't know how to feel about his pool. So just in case we do gotta stand in line, like I got an outfit that would have been cute with my sandals, but I bought some heels with me just in case I gotta throw that on. Okay, so cool. So I'm getting ready, you know, rolling up, blowing down, getting dressed or whatever. And he texted me again, like, where you at? Now, mind you, it's probably like 6, 7 o'clock. When he first texted me, it was like maybe like 2 o'clock. So I'm like, oh, I'm home. He like, come on, I got the bottle. I'm trying to turn up. Let's pregame. So I'm thinking to myself, like, first of all, you was so faded last time that you didn't even remember half the night. Don't you want to slow it down a little bit? Like, it's not even 8 o'clock. And usually a pregame be like at like 9, 10 o'clock, maybe 8. But I'm not trying to day drink and night drink. Like, chill. The sun's still shining. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I'll be there by 8 o'clock. He like, all right, hurry up. I'm like, okay, whatever. So cool. 7:45. Mind you, he live a good 20, 30 minutes away from me. 7:45, come and go. I got there probably like 8:15. So cool. So I get there. He hyped. He excited. He's not even dressed. So I'm like, boy, you rushing me, but you're not even dressed or whatever. He came downstairs. He had some basketball shorts on. He was like, he had just got out the shower. He just, you know, still getting his outfit together, this, and that, because we about to have a time tonight. Now, mind you, he ain't say about to have a time, but along the lines of that, right? He like, we about to have a time. It's about to be lit. You about to know how I go in the city and how I flow when you with me. So no, but no, he's just really hyping it up. And now I'm with him. I'm a little lit. I didn't take no shots, but I was blowing down on trees or whatever. So of course when I get there, he like, come on, let's take a shot. I take a shot with him. We cool. So we just talking a little bit. He like, just play what music you want to, whatever. So I'm playing my music. At that point, it's probably Drake. I'm just playing or whatever. We just, you know, cool. We drinking. I'm not drinking too much, but I did take maybe 2 or 3 shots with him in the span of an hour. So cool. I'm feeling good. Like, you know, I'm feeling good. I got my treat. Now, mind you, this might be bad. I don't care. When I'm with a ninja, all right, let's say I got a 3-5 on me. when I'm with a ninja, I don't bring my whole 3-5. Like, I roll something and I got a little in the stash because I feel like if I blow and you blow, then you should know that you're going to supply most of the tree tonight. Like, that's how I feel. I'm not supplying the tree with nobody that's blowing on trees. Not a dude, I feel like, you know? But I'm always going to come at least with one roll so it don't seem like, you know, I'm just mooching off of you, but I'm also not sponsoring this session, okay? So, boom. So, I got the tree with me. I roll it up. It's already rolled up. I spark it up and, you know, we start blowing whatever. So he's like, yeah, I don't got no tree on me right now, but Plug on his way and we gonna be lit. We gonna be good. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, say less. That's what I'm talking about. Like, we having a good time. Now, mind you, he also is very much a gentleman. He not the type to, like, pull out $500 on a $10 bill to show you he got money, but he do talk about his money pretty much. And he do spend his money a little bit. Like, you know, he'll buy me lunch, you know, stuff like that. But again, he never gave me flirtatious vibes. It was always like, I'm his little sister type. He got me under his wing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he asked me if I ate. I'm like, I did eat a little something or whatever. So he was like, all right, well, I'm going to order a pizza just because, you know, like, is we getting lit tonight? I'm like, we getting lit tonight. But be careful. Like, I didn't want to be like, don't get too drunk. But I'm like, yeah, we getting lit, but be careful. He like, nah, it's good. And then he started talking about the weekend before or the 2 weeks ago. He like, nah, that time I didn't eat no food. I was too drunk. Da, da, da. This time I'm getting down with the get down. We gonna order some pizza and wings. Da, da, da. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he ordered food. So I'm excited. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just vibing. I love what I'm in. Let me control the aux because I like to listen to what I want to listen to. Then you might get a sprinkle request here and there, you know? So cool. So knock. Here come the people. So it's Plug, and we're going to give them names. Yeah, I thought about these names last night. I was cracking up. We're going to call them Crunch and Munch. Yo, these girls, like, when they came in the door, mind you, I'm playing music, right? He got a nice speaker. It's not too loud, but it's, you know, we jamming. And we come in, they playing music on their phone. Like, let's say Crunch. Crunch is the main character in this story. Well, besides me, of course. But out of the little group, Crunch is the main character. Munch, she don't really do too much, but she on time. And, like, I believe they were sisters, but I'm not 100% sure. So cool. So Plug come in, Crunch and Munch come right behind him. And Crunch playing music on her phone. She like, bounce it, biggity, bounce it, bounce it, biggity, bounce it. And she like, bounce, biggity, bounce it, bounce, biggity, bounce it. Now, mind you, it's Saturday night. It's nighttime. This is the pregame. Yeah, we're supposed to be lit, having a good time. Cool. But I'm just not really, like, you know, I'm not there yet. And when I first meet people, I don't always be on that. Sometimes I do, but, like, we in the house. So it's like, I don't blame her for being lit, but she was loud as heck. And they was from New Orleans. So they listened to all that bounce music. Bounce, bitty, bounce it. Bounce, bitty, bounce it. Like, they listen to that type of stuff. And not to, like, nothing wrong with that music, but I don't really listen to that music just for reference, right? So, cool. They come in and, Sassy is greeting them or whatever. He's hugging them or whatever. And I didn't get up. Like, I said, hey, he introduced me to him. I said, hey, you know, how you doing? Whatever. Very friendly, very, you know, demure, say no. I'm being friendly, but, like, I guess I'm not being overly friendly. I feel like when a cute girl is in the room, because these girls is not cute. No shade, no, you know. They just wasn't cute, though. They was very much ratchet. They was very much, looked like they did their hair in the kitchen. No shade to the kitchen hairstylist, but it just was giving nappy hair. Yeah, it was giving dusty. I'm just gonna say that. But I don't mind hanging out with dusty girls. Like, as long as they cool and it's a vibe, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care, but I also don't know y'all. I don't really know Plug, you know, whatever. So, cool. So they come in, I say hey to them or whatever, but I'm still sitting, like, let's say I'm in the dining room, they in the living room. So Plug come over to me and he speak to me and he give me a hug. Cool, like, it's nothing wrong with that. And then he pulled a sack out and he give me something to roll and he rolled some. Now, mind you, Plug is rolling backwards. And at this time, I want to say, like, I can't remember if I've done it once or twice, but I'm very much new to the backwood, you know? So I'm rolling my little regular, I used to roll games or whatever. So I'm rolling the game, he rolling the backwood. So he's sitting, we just kind of chit-chat or whatever, and the girls is still dancing. So now that they there, Sassy is like, all right, let me get dressed. Because he still didn't know what he was going to wear. He was very much like a girl, you know? So he's just still trying to pick out his outfit because he's trying to be the flyest in the room, okay? So he go in his room. The girls is dancing. Now, I got my music on, but they like, before he had went in the room, they was like, come on, let's listen to some, because again, I'm probably listening to Drake, you know, which is not like sad music, but it's also not really turn up music. So they're like, come on, like, what y'all listening to? Ain't this the pregame party? This is Crunch. Crunch is the one with the mouth, okay? So, cool. So Sassy was like, you know, Breeze, do you mind if they, you know, put their music on? I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's cool. Like, I'm not that girl, that I'm not territorial if it's not my man. And like, you know, I'm very much a vibe and I'm cool with pretty much anything that's, you know, going on. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. So I unhooked my phone to it. They hooked their phone up to it. Now they blasting. Bounce it, biggity, bounce it, bounce it, biggity, bounce it. And it was this one song they kept playing. I'm going to say bounce it, biggity, bounce it. But it was a New Orleans song. I could tell by the beat or whatever. And like, you could tell it was a song that was popular in their hometown, but not something that was like well known or whatever. So they came in playing the song, and they was listening to a couple other songs. Then they got the aux, or I keep saying aux, but it was the Bluetooth. They got the Bluetooth, and now they went back to the song, bounce it, biggity, bounce it, bounce it, and they just jamming. So I guess they realized like Plug wasn't really paying them too much attention. He did come in with his hands kind of like on them or whatever, but I don't know what was going on there. That's not my business. That's not my man. I was just like, whatever. So cool. So me and Plug kind of talking a little bit, and I'm kind of watching him roll, and I'm just kind of like, what's the word? Like, I'm just like, not mesmerized, but I'm just like, what is he doing? Like, you know, he unraveled. I never seen this happen before. Like, so he unraveling it, and it's big, and it's doing, and I'm like, okay, so I'm just, you know, I got to cut mine down the middle, and I'm just looking while I'm doing mine, while I'm looking at him, and I'm just asking him, like, oh, like, you know, what's that? So we just talking or whatever, and he kind of like, clowning me a little bit for not knowing what it is or whatever, like, let me put you on, So I'm just like, okay, so we just talking. Mind you, Plug is not really cute, but he not really ugly either. But he is shorter than me, so I'm not really. I ain't looking at him like that. But he do have like a smooth kind of talk, like he like a smooth talker or whatever. So at this point in my journey, I felt like a savage type time, like in my own definition. So if a man, I feel like this. If a man can sleep with a girl that he don't have no intentions on being with, then I can hang out with dudes and enjoy their resources that I don't have no intentions on dating with. Like, you know, meaning, like, this man, you'll see in the series, like, you know, I hung out with him and I never really had no intentions of being with him. And at some point, I'm getting too far. Okay, anyway, let's just stick to where we at, right? So cool. So we rolling, they dancing, and then like, you know, Crunch was like, Plug, look, Plug, bounce it, make it, bounce it, bounce it, make it, bounce it, bounce it, He like, hey. And they kept on with our conversation. Like, it was very much dry, but you know, he did give him a little hey, and she's still dancing, and Munch is hyping her up like, hey, smacking her butt, da-da-da. So I'm like, all right, cool. So Sassy come back half dressed, still not fully dressed. He's like, come on, y'all, let's take a shot. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, I get done rolling, we take the shot. Boom, we all, you know, he do a little speech. Here's to a good night. You about to have fun. Da-da-da, everything on me. Da-da-da-da-da. So I'm like, okay. So we cheers and having a good time. Boop, take the shot. Literally, as soon as the cup hit the table, he talking like, all right, come on, that was just a pre-shot. Let's take a real shot. Da-da-da. And I'm just like, like, you know, I pull my little cup back because I don't want another shot. Like, I need a little time in between my shots because I'm trying to take shots all night, but just not every 5 minutes of the night, you know? So they didn't really notice. He already know how I am at this point because he went out with me before, so he know I don't necessarily take shots right back to back. So he poured up a shot for them for her. And when it was time to like do the cheers, Crunch was like, where your shot at? Mind you, she got an accent. I ain't gonna do it. But she's like, where your shot at? I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. She's like, oh, you not no fun. You not no fun. Here's to the fun people. Come on, let's take a shot. And from that moment, I knew I didn't like her. I was trying to give her a chance, but it's like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. I just knew she was going to be a problem. I just knew. So it was like, whatever. I just, spark up, whatever, while y'all taking the shot. So they did that, whatever. So then that's when Plug, he sparked his up too. He's like, nah, put that out. I got you. I'm like, okay. Because mind you, this history that I just rolled up, I just got extra games or whatever to roll it in. But he gave me the tree. He told me put it up. I'm going to go ahead and put it up. Now, mind you, I had his tree. He gave me a lot. So I'm not the type. Sometimes I do. If a dude give me a lot of tree to roll, sometimes I do like roll a decent size one and save the rest of the tree for me. But I feel like it was early in the night. Let me roll a fat one because I felt like we was all going, blow together. But the two girls, they didn't blow on trees. So it was like, all right, cool. I guess it's just us three. So he was like, nah, put that out. Come on, let's do this. So I'm like, all right, cool. When he passed that thing to me, I was like, oh, okay. All right. Like, I was coughing a little bit. And when I started coughing, Crunch was like, Plug, she can't handle that. She can't handle that. Okay. Like, whatever. So I'm still over there like, because now you're embarrassing me. Like, at this point, I'm a stoner. So it's like, now I'm embarrassed because not only am I coughing, but you called me out on my coughing. Girl, you don't even blow. Leave me alone. What are you doing over here? So I'm just like, no, I'm like, I ain't never had that before. Like, hold up. So he like, nah, it's cool. Your lungs gonna get used to it or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I passed it back to him. And then Sassy came back in the room, so he passed it to him or whatever. So we just blowing whatever. The girls are still bounce it, baby, bounce it. They rotate the songs a little bit, but they still playing all their type of music. So he passed it back to me. My lungs is, settled down a little bit. Now I'm just taking my little time, just like, I'm just not, because I hit it like I knew what I was doing. And if you know, like, you gotta, when you first getting on the backwoods, like, you gotta be careful. So anyway, so cool. We, vibing, having a good time. So I'm a little lit. So Plug was like, come on, let's take another shot. So at this point, it's been about 30 minutes. Cool, I'm down to take another shot. So we take another shot, and Crunch like, oh, you taking shots? Oh, okay. I thought you wasn't taking shots. I'm like, I took the first shot. I just didn't take the second shot because it was right after. Why am I explaining myself? Like, I'm trying to explain her that I am a fun person. Like, whatever. But anyway, so cool. So we take the shots. Cool. She's like, come on, let's dance. Talking to me. I'm like, oh, I don't know how to dance. She's like, you don't know how to dance. So what you doing at the club? I'm like, no, let me rephrase. I don't know how to dance to that music, because you know how back in the day we would do the vibrator and like we shaking our booty real fast. Like, I feel like bounce it, biggity, bounce it. Like, that's what you got to do. You got to shake your booty real fast. And at this point, I don't remember how to do that. And I'm not about to sit here and embarrass myself in front of y'all. You was already trying to embarrass me about coughing on a tree. Now you want me to get out in the middle of the living room and bounce it, biggity, bounce it. And I'm not with that. So I just like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I don't really know how to dance to that type of music. She's like, come on, let me teach you. I'm going to teach you. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And it was about time for me to get the tree back. So I got it. And I'm sitting down. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm watching y'all. She's like, why are you watching us? Girl, it's 4 of us in this room because Sassy is in and out his bedroom. You're in the living room being loud right in front of me, shaking your butt all night. Like, why would I be watching y'all? Not that I was just staring them down, but it's like, girl, what do you mean? Why am I watching you? I'm like, oh, it's a problem? Like, I was just, y'all right in the living room dancing. Like, I was just watching y'all. I said, I could try to learn by watching y'all. She was like, oh, I don't like people just watch. I want people to dance with me. Come on. I'm like, well, you dancing with Munch. She's like, no, come on, dance. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'll dance at the club. She was like, you're boring. Plug, why you got us around boring people? Girl, you got one more time. You got one more time. This is the pregame. We didn't even get to the main event. Like, girl, why are you doing the most? I just felt like she was doing way too much. And I was just like, okay. Like, all right, cool, whatever. So I'm just blowing down and Plug like, come on, let me see you. Let me see you. Like, let me see you dance. Like, don't do that. Let me see you. So Sassy come out. She dancing. Sassy come out. He dressed. Now he feel himself. He got his shades on. He got his outfit on. He cool, whatever. And he look nice. Don't get me wrong. He look nice. So cool. So she dancing and Sassy come behind her. Not really like behind her. Like he trying to like grab her waist or nothing. But he just like, you know, kind of behind her or whatever. And she just dancing like, whatever. So they having a good time, and like then she kind of got off of him, and he went behind Munch, and she like kind of got because they in the living room, we in the dining room, so it's kind of like this middle area between the living room and dining room, but it's open concept, right? So she moves from the living room to that middle room and kind of like standing right in front of Plug. She's looking at him up and down, and she turned around, bent all the way down, like she dancing, like so. Okay, like, me and Plug got something in common. We blow on trees, but, like, I wasn't even feeling him for real. I'm not even trying to get with him or nothing like that. But I felt like she felt a little intimidated because he damn near did not leave that seat, So when she did that, he got up, and he really was dancing with her, like, grabbing her butt, smacking her butt, like, dancing. I'm like, okay, I see y'all, because I am the fifth wheel to the party now. But at the same time, I don't care. Like, I don't see none of these men as somebody who I really want to talk to. So I'm hyping them up. And I made it in my mind, instead of sitting there and watching them, to be a cheerleader, because this girl already making it seem like I'm a lame and I'm a hater, low-key. So I'm just like, hey, bounce it, bigger, bounce it. At this point, I know the song, okay? They don't play it 10,000 times, so I know the song. I'm like, hey, bounce it, bigger, bounce it, bounce it, bigger, bounce it, bounce it, big, like, I'm hyping them up. Cool, so they dancing, whatever. So I'm like, come on, y'all, like, let's take another shot. She like, not you want to take another shot. At this point, there's nothing I can do, nothing that I can say to not get a reaction out of you. You always have to say something. This is crunch. So I'm just like, okay, well, Plug, Sassy, y'all want to take another shot? Because I don't know much. And I don't really know Plug neither, but I was being petty. So I'm like, Plug, Sassy, y'all want to take another shot? And Munch was like, I want to take another shot. So I'm like, all right, come on, y'all. Crunch don't want to take another shot, but it's cool. Like, let's take a shot. She said, Crunch was like, I ain't say I ain't want to take another shot. I'm just surprised you want to take another shot because you're the one who's scared of shots. Scared?
Yeah, Drake!
When did I say I was scared of shots? I literally, out of 4 shots, I took 3 of them. There was just one that was back to back that I didn't take. But at this point, I'm not explaining myself no more. I'm like, Sassy, where the bottle? Because I can see it. Sassy, where the bottle? He like, here you go. I pours the shots or whatever. I pour everybody's shots because everybody got their own cup. When you in the mix of people, everybody put their cup in a certain area so we won't mix them up or whatever. So I'm pouring everybody a shot. I'm like, all right, come on, let's take a shot. Boom. Take a shot. Cool. So I go to the bathroom. She said something like kind of slick or whatever, but I just let it roll in the back of my tongue. In the back of my neck, whatever. So we take the shot. I go to the bathroom and I'm ready to go. Like, it's been a good hour and a half, 2 hours since we've been in here, and that's cool. Like, now, let's say it's 10-ish, So I'm ready to go, and I'm like, Sassy, when we leaving? He's like, yeah, we about to leave soon. So they like, oh yeah, we about to have a good time. Like, it's about to be lit. No boring people. Nobody be boring. That's courage. So I'm just like, she the type of person that you just have to ignore. Because no matter how much you explain 1 + 1 is 2, she gonna keep saying 1 + 1 is 85. So at this point, I understand her. I get it, and cool. Like, I'm just ignoring her for the rest of the night. That's how I feel. Like, it just is what it is. If it was up to me, I would not be hanging out with y'all. But again, I told y'all, I can hang out with about anybody. Like, I can vibe and chill about anybody. So we go out. We in the car, we're blowing down, we having a good time, like, So Plug is always passing it to me, and then, like, I'll pass it to Sassy. Sassy would pass it back to me so I could pass it to Plug. So, you know, whatever. And I could just like, when I would, okay, because Crunch was in the middle. So when I would look back to give it to, and I guess I could have passed it to him this way, but I was looking back to pass it that way, and she would always be looking at me weird, like girl, why are you passing it to my man? Now, mind you, I don't know who man is who. I don't know what's going on, but I don't have no man in the mix, so it's not that serious to me. So anyway, we get to the club, line long. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, here we go. Now, mind you, I did not bring my heels with me because these girls look busted with the sandals. I knew I was still the baddest in the room, so I wasn't worried about putting no heels on. And I know that might be a little shady, but I'm here to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I just really, like I said, the sandals look cute with the outfit, regardless. It's not like I have flip-flops on. I had nice cute little sandals on, and I just felt like I would rather be comfortable if they, now mind you, Plug was dressed like a hood dude. Sassy was dressed up like, again, he looked nice, but he did look like he was going to the club. He looked like he was going to a super important meeting, like, you know. But these girls looked like they was going to a backyard barbecue, so I was not about to put on heels when I already look better than anybody that I'm with down there, you know? So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna keep my sandals on because I like to be in the club being comfortable. But I didn't want to be the eyeball out if these two girls was looking cute and had heels on. I try to match the vibe, if that makes sense. So cool, we get to the club, and like I said, it's a long line. It is packed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, if this dude do what he did the last time and try to get to the front, like, I'ma just be irritated. And I know Crunch gonna say something. I know Crunch gonna have something to say. So I'm just like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just, you know, seeing how it go, whatever. So cool. So we get out the car. And he just like, yeah, y'all, we ain't waiting in no lines. I'm like, oh, here he go. Here he go. He like, yeah, we ain't waiting in no lines. This shit skipping right to the front. Like, come on, y'all, we out here. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, whatever. So we, lo and behold, we go to the front of the line. They check his name. He got a section. So we get to actually skip the line. So cool. Now, mind you, it actually was a section line, but nobody was in that line. So we really was supposed to go through the section line, but he wanted to make it a point. He like walked past all the people in the general admission. We got in front of them, and you know, we got in. We went into the club. It was lit. Like, it was lit. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, the night already starting off, you know. Now, mind you, I am a little smidge annoyed by Crunch, but still, like, the night is going good. Like, we got in. It's lit. We about to be in the section. He said bottles all night. And again, like, that's just a thing in my mind. Like, oh, he's about to pop bottles all night, but baby, I cannot finish a bottle. So I don't care if you pop one bottle. That's good enough for me. I'm comfortable. I can sit down. It's a vibe. We having a good time. Cool. So we in there, whatever, and the bottle comes. Now, mind you, okay, it did feel a little bit divided because, but at the same time, like, it kind of is what it is, but it's two sides to the section. It's a section, like it's a booth, and it's two sides. So me and Sassy on one side, Crunch and Munch, and Plug is on one side. So cool. So we sitting there, we chilling, you know, they off the rip. Like, hey, like, you know, when I get to the club, like, it depends on who I'm with. I'm not gonna lie, it depends on who I'm with. But at this particular time, like, I'm not like, oh, let me bust down and like, that's just not how I feel right now. Like, I'm in here, the music is jamming, like, you know, I'm cool, I'm feeling good. Like, I'm not just sitting here, like, on my phone, but I'm just like, you know, a little, they already off the rip on the couch, twerking, this, that, and no shade. Like, cool, do you. I don't feel bothered by, you know, them being lit. Like, it's cool, but that don't mean I have to do what you're doing. I do what I do. You do you, okay? So, you know, whatever, cool. The bottle comes. I pull up my phone. I'm recording. So, I'm on the opposite side of them. The bottle is coming to sit on the table that's in the middle of us. So, they are dancing, but I am recording the sparkles and the bottle girls because I want to put that on my Instagram. So the bottle come or whatever, they doing their little as they pouring the shots or whatever, I'm still recording. And Crunch like, why you recording us? Why you recording us? You're not even doing nothing. Like I told you, I don't like people just watching me. I looked at her. I looked at the bottles. I looked at her. I'm like, girl, I'm not recording you. I'm recording the bottles. She's like, let me see, let me see. I'm like, no, She's like, see, Plug, who you got us around? Who you got us around? He like, man, chill. I'm like, girl. So I just stopped recording. I still posted what I recorded, but I think it was on Snapchat. But either way, I still posted it. But she was ruining it. Now I like feel like I think I probably cut that part out because why are you messing up my video? Like if I was recording them before the bottles came, then okay, I get it. But you see these sparklers, you see these three girls, and you see the big ass bottle. Why didn't you think in your mind it's a possibility she wanted to record this? You've been dancing for 10, 15 minutes straight before the bottle came. Why do you think, girl? Like, so I'm just like, whatever, take the shot. At this point, I took their shot and I took another shot because you're getting on my nerves and I just feel like, or I won't say now, but then when I was drinking and smoking, if somebody's getting on my nerves, I just need to get a little more lit because I want to keep my lips closed. I don't want to say nothing to them because I always feel like as being the nice person, you be nice. And then when you spaz out, then you the problem. You're doing too much. It's not that serious because you're letting it all build up, and then you explode. So I always felt like, let me just chill because I don't want them, like we just starting our night. And I don't want them to look at me like I'm the one ruining the night, you know? So I'm like, they poured us a shot. We took the shot. Cheers, boom. As soon as I took that one, took me another one because we about to start this night off, right? So I did that. And Sassy's like, oh, look at you. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And he like, what's wrong? Now, mind you, the music loud, but we pretty close to each other. So I didn't feel like explaining myself and her being all in my mouth. And then that starts something, I'm like, nah, nothing. It's cool. Like, it's cool. He like, all right, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So Plug is sitting over there, but he comes next to me and he like, you want to roll? Like, you want to roll up? And I'm like, yeah, cool. So I roll one and he like, I only got one leaf left, so I'm going to roll this one too. So we roll or whatever. I roll one, he roll one. I think because we in the club saying like, we both, did he hit mine? I'm trying to think. I think he did. I think we did put both of them in rotation. So, the first time he was like, nah, save that or whatever. And I still had that, but it was in the car. So, cool. So, we rolled him. And we sitting over there and we just vibing to the music and we talking and we laughing. So, now it's Crunch and Munch on one side, me, Plug, and Sassy on the other side. And I guess Crunch ain't like that. So, next thing I know, Crunch and Munch get up and they walk away. Mind you, before they did that, they did pour themselves another shot. But they walk away. So as they walking out, Plug like, where you going? Where you going? He said it twice. Loud enough. They kept on walking. They ain't say nothing. So I'm just like, I'm like, like, whatever. But I ain't about to let no hoe stop my show, okay? So cool. So now, I'm about to say his name. Sassy is like, you want a hookah? I'm like, yeah, like, let's get a hookah because at this point, I do like to get lit, blow on trees, do the hookah. I really like the hookah, not because it boosts my high a little bit, but more so just like the big clouds of smoke. Like, it's very entertaining for me, or used to be. So yeah, so Sassy go get the hookah or whatever. So me and Plug, we just talking, and mind you, at this point, everything is already rolled up. We just blowing and, whatever. So I end up putting mine out because now it's just me and him, and we got this backwood. And again, like, I'm getting a little more used to it, but it's like, still, like, it's hitting me, And I never been like a stoner where I tap out. And I feel like if a dude keep passing it, I'm going to keep hitting it. I might not hit it as many times, but I just felt very competitive when it came to like blowing trees. Like, oh, you're not about to be like, oh, you tapping out. Like, no, whatever. So I put that one on. I'm like, yeah, we'll save this for later, whatever. He was like, all right, cool. So we blowing down or whatever, back and forth, whatever. And we talking, he was like, you know, you look real nice tonight. I didn't tell you that, but you look real nice. And I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You look good too, or whatever. So mind you, he didn't look bad, but he didn't, I mean, he wasn't doing nothing too much or whatever. But I'm like, you know, somebody give me a compliment, I'm going to give him a compliment back. So he's like, are you having a good time? I'm like, yeah, I am. He was like, it's better than the last time you and Sassy went out. He told me it was crazy. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, it's definitely better or whatever. So he's like, all right, cool. As long as you straight, like, you know, that's all that matters. If you need anything, just let me know. So I didn't feel like he was like flirting. Like, I don't know, like, it felt like he was genuinely like just making sure I was cool. But at the same time, I like that. Like, that made me start looking at him a little different. Like, even though you with these hood rats, like, I don't know. I just was looking at him like, oh, he, like, want to make sure I'm good. Like, you know, and I like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I appreciate it, whatever. Mind you, he throwing tree at me at this point. Like, he keep giving me trees. So it's like, all right, cool. So, boom. So, Sassy come back. He got the hookah girl. He must have been, I don't know. He must have been talking to the hookah girl because by the time, like, he came back, he was with the hookah girl, and she had the hookah with her. So they talking for a little bit, and I think he was trying to, like, talk to her. But she, you know, the hookah girls, they come, they blow on the hookah first, then they pass it to you, whatever. So he stood up there talking to her for, like, 2 minutes, and then he was gone. So he ended up, like leaving again, and he came back with a girl. So this girl, she was actually very pretty. So he came with her. She had her heels on, her dress on. She was cute. So I'm like, all right, cool. I would rather hang out with cute girls than dusties. But again, I don't mind. I don't really care how the people look. As long as you have a good vibe, like, I can vibe with you. So he came with the girl. So now it's me and Plug on one side, and Sassy and me and Plug on one side, and Sassy and the girl on the other side. Now, mind you, I see in the corner of my little eye, this is probably like 10 minutes ago, I see in the corner of my eye, Crunch and Munch in another section. But that ain't my business. I ain't saying nothing. I actually was very much happy. But I'm like, all right, cool. So then he come back with the hookah. He come back with the girl. I'm like, all right, like, this is where the party at. Like, this is what we should have been doing from the jump. Like, I don't know why Plug is hanging with these hood rats anyway. But whatever. So cool. So we taking shots. We did take a shot back to back. At this point, I'm wavy. Like, I'm not drunk or whatever, but I'm actually on cloud 9, and I'm feeling good about mine. And now, again, I'm a little competitive, and now we, like, around a good vibe. So it's like, all right, cool. Like, I do actually want to take, so let's say, okay, we took a shot. We didn't take one right after, but it was probably 2-3 minutes. Like, it wasn't a lot of time. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm thinking to myself, this might be my last one, so let me go ahead and take the shot. We probably been at the club for a few hours, not a few hours, maybe like 2 hours. So cool. So we poured up, we take another shot, and Sassy was like, oh, you showing off, I got you out your shell, you showing off. I'm like, we having a good time, like, you know, I'm feeling it. Next thing I know, my song comes on. And this song don't hardly come on at the club, but when it do, your girl gotta show out. So they play, all I hear is, yup. I said, oh, she got a dope ass, she got a dope, Y'all, to this day, if they play that song in the club, I'm stopping everything and I'm doing my thing, okay? So I'm just excited, like, you know, I'm dancing, whatever. So the girl, she dancing too. So, you know, why are we about to say this man's name? Sassy and Plug, they hyping us up. So they play that song. Next thing you know what they play next. Why did I get so loud? They play, I was on the plane with Dwayne. Oh my gosh. So me and the girl, I was on the plane with Dwayne. Like, we singing to each other, you feel me? And we just dancing, like, having the time of our lives. Now, like I said, from the corner of my eye, I spied a hood rats in another section. They must have spied us. And they must have seen the other girl, and we was getting lit. Like, you know, we was having a time. So next thing you know, let me see. I'm trying to think of the song. You know, cause I'm a stealer, fresh up with the dealer. Like it's the middle of the song. These hoes come back, and Crunch is like, Plug, what's going on? Plug, she's mad. Girl, you was just in another session with other ninjas. Why you mad that Plug is having fun, having a good time? Like, he not with no other girl, he with me. Oh, that's why you mad. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. But, so, I'm on the inside, Plug on the outside. So, at this point, I'm on the couch, you know? And I'm... the dope boys gonna feel like I'm jamming. And they don't play these songs often at the club. So, I don't care what's going on with Crunch and Munch and Plug. Me and the girl, we still... vibing, okay? Whatever. So, I turn around, bouncing my little cheeks. Not little, but you get what I'm saying. So, next thing I know, I see that Plug is moving, and Sassy and the girl is now on my side. So now, it's me, Sassy, the girl, and it's Plug, Crunch and Munch. And I mind you, I had turned around, but like, when I dance, I like to look back and see what I'm doing. So I'm looking back, and I'm looking at myself, but I can't help to look at what's going on. And then, you know, the girl, I felt that she was there too. So I just was looking, and Crunch is tearing this man up, like, verbally. Like, just like, I can't really hear what she's saying, because I'm singing, we singing, the whole club is like singing it. So I'm just like, whatever. I keep dancing, so the song over, whatever, I get down from the couch, she's still like, that's dumb, like, I don't like that, like, you being weird. I'm like, because at this point, Plug, brother, you brought them hoes here, you gotta deal with it. So I'm asking the girl and Sassy, like, y'all want to take another shot? Like, because now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. You know, y'all want to take another shot? So she was like, yeah, let's take another shot. Yeah, like, she's turned. So Sassy's like, yeah, we can take another shot. You know, I'll pour him. So he poured a shot, and he like, y'all want to take another shot? And Munch was like, yeah, let's take another shot. Crunch was like, about time. Y'all over here sharing a bottle with randoms. Now, I could halfway understand if you put anything down on this bottle, why you would be a little bit upset. But girl, just like me, you got this for free. Like, what do you mean? Why are you mad? And 9 times out of 10, the bottle didn't even get finished, and you was over there taking shots with the next man. Why are you, girl? So I just, cheers, like, whatever. Let's say 10, 15 minutes later, Sassy asked me, I don't know if Plug texted him or whatever the case is, but Sassy asked me, like, are you ready to leave? I'm in my prime. Like, I just got activated. No, I ain't ready to leave. I'm around a pretty girl. We turning up. She don't even know my name. And we're having a vibe, a great time. Opposed to when I was with these hoes. And it was just weird. So, no, I'm not ready to go. So he was like, all right. So next thing I know, Crunch and Munch, they didn't even stop at Sassy. They just walked out, and that's when Plug came to Sassy, got the keys to his car. So I'm just like, what's going on? Like, he's like, man, don't worry about it. It is what it is. Like, let's take another shot. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, whatever. So we take another shot. We having fun. We dancing, whatever. So let's say, I don't know exactly how much time go past, but let's say it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes go by. I see Sassy phone ringing, and I see he turned it black. Like, he ain't, like, declined the call, but he turned it silent so it could stop ringing. So I got the hookah, you know, I had a little piece of the backwood. So, you know, I before I spark mine, I'm gonna finish this, okay? So I finished the backwood. The girl, she didn't blow or whatever. And Sassy, he don't really too much like to blow that much when he know he gotta drive. but he'll drink and drive. I don't know. I mean, I'll blow and drive. I won't drink too much and drive. But anyway, so next thing you know, his phone rings again. So he like, hello, man. All right, here we come. I'm like, here we come. Because, 9 times out of 10, if you leave the club, you can't get back in. And he said, we. He didn't say, here I come. He said, here we come. So, as I knew it, he was like, they ready to go. They ready to go, man. They ready to go. I don't want to stop the show, but they ready to go. And, we all roll together. So, I'm just like, ugh. I mean, they have been outside for a little minute, but it's like, y'all chose to leave. And the club probably would have closed in about an hour, but at the same time, I'm not ready to go. We having a good time. So, I'm like, what we going to do with the bottle? I was like, let's just take another shot. So, we take another shot. At this point, again, I'm probably on cloud 10 at this point. Like, I'm lit. I'm feeling it. So, I'm like, it's still so much of the bottle left. Like, what we going to do? So, the girl had a big purse. She was like, I'll put it in my purse. I'm like, okay. I said, you leaving too? She was like, yeah, might as well. Like, might as well. So, she put it in her purse. I take a little extra hit of the hookah, and we leave. So, we just laughing because, when you doing something, you be feeling like when you're doing something wrong, when you sneaking something, it's just like that feeling like, oh my gosh, because they was not gonna let us take that bottle out. So we leaving, whatever, we laughing, we just having a good time, like whatever. So the problem is, I told y'all, Sassy got a Benz, but everything ain't what it seems. You feel me? So his key, he don't got no doo-doo. It's a key. And you gotta play with it, like you gotta jimmy it, as they say. Like, you gotta play with that thing before it could actually get open. So I guess Plug couldn't get it open. So for this 30 minutes, they actually standing outside. Mind you, it was warm outside, so ain't no big deal. But Crunch had a whole attitude. She was ready to go. So he like, all right, my bad. So he kind of like, we kind of talking whatever, and he talking to the girl, and the girl like, here go your bottle. Like, he was like, nah, you got that, you can have that or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not thinking too much of it because I'm already lit, and I'm more of a blower than a drinker. So, and he got drinks at the house if we, want to take another shot. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. So when he said, I guess Crunch, mind you, she talking about somebody watching her, she staring us down. So I guess Crunch seen the girl like kind of halfway pour the bottle out, and he was like, nah, you got it. And then Crunch was like, is that our bottle? Why she got our bottle? Drake?
Yeah, Drake?
Like, what is you talking about, girl? So, not much. Sassy was like, nah, she good. Like, she took it out so she get to keep it or whatever. She was like, oh, y'all being weird. When y'all get around new girls, y'all get so weird. She said new girls. So I already knew she had a problem with me by the way she was treating me and acting. But this is the stamp on the letter. New girls. Because this is a brand new girl. But I am also a new girl too. Y'all must have already been new each other. You feel me? So I just was like, whatever. So she was like, Plug, what we doing? Like, how long do we gonna stand out here? Now she got an attitude. So Plug was like, Sassy, open the door for me. Open the door. So he opened the door. We all get in the car, but Sassy don't get in the car because he want to talk to this girl, and he ain't get her number yet. So he out there talking to her. While he talking to her, ding, 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 ding. I remember, like, I got something rolled up. Like, we didn't blow all of the tree that I had because we was blowing on the backwood. I'm like, so I'm getting a little excited. Mind you, I'm lit. We having a good time. So I'm getting excited or whatever. I'm like, hey, like, but I'm talking to myself. You feel me? So they in the back. She kind of like saying little things, not about me, but she like, yeah, Plug, I don't know. You acting weird. Like, he like, man, what you talking about? So they talking in the back, whatever. And I'm just like, hey. So I spark it up. I blow it a couple times, and I pass it to Plug. And he was like, hey, my girl. She did not like that. Now, mind you, if somebody be like, oh, my girl, or my guy, my dude, my boy, like, he was just saying like, hey, like you coming in clutch. Like he was not saying like, oh, I'm his girl or not. He was not saying that. So he said that she like, your girl, what the F you mean your girl? I thought you didn't even know her. I thought you didn't even know her. I knew this was fishy. You weird as he like, man, chill. So he blowing. And I'm just like, I ain't saying nothing. Because at this point, I'm lit, okay? And I want to say something, but I also don't want to argue with this girl because she's not worth nothing. Not a penny, okay? So he blowing, he passed it back to me. She like, nah, this is weird. Take me home. You weird. I ain't dealing with you no more. You weird. He like, man, chill out. Like, I'll take you home. It ain't about nothing. So I feel like because she was mad that he didn't respond, she just started spazzing out. So in the meantime, Sassy getting in the car. He like, yo, what's going on? She was like, nah, Sassy, don't even do that because you being weird too. Y'all all on some weird stuff. I don't know who y'all think we are. So even Munch is like, nah, Crunch, just chill, Crunch, just chill. She like, nah, I ain't chilling. It's been weird since we stepped in the door. I'm not knowing nothing that she talking about. I'm just listening. So we start the driving. He like, man, chill. So she like, nah, you weird. Why you talking about my girl? You been weird ever since we came in here. You all giving her all this attention. Now, mind you, she is talking about me. But at the same time, she's talking about how she feels that her man, I guess, was giving me attention. So I don't feel the need to be like, keep my name out your mouth. Or nothing like that. Call me scary, call me what you want, but I just didn't feel the need to do all of that, even though I know she's talking about me. But that's their business. I don't even really know this man. It's my second time meeting him. I'm not about to get into it. I had a great night. I'm not about to ruin it getting into it with a hood rat. Her and her sister banged me. I'm not doing that. So they just arguing back and forth. Next thing I know, it was so loud. That's all I heard. So I look at Sassy. Sassy look at them. So I look back. Like, I'm like, and all I see is Plug got this look on his face and he is pissed. He like, B, oh, you lucky, B. Oh, you lucky. She like, F you. Like, she's loud. Like, I don't think she smacked him in the face. I think she must have smacked open neck, no respect. I don't know. But that smack was so loud. And I'm like, oh my God. She like, B, you lucky. I like that he kept his composure. He was calling her a B at this point. Mind you, he ain't called her a B this whole time. She cussed him out, calling him B's and this and that. But he kept his composure, like, oh, like, B, like, man, you lucky. Like, man, you got that. Put your hands on me again. Because at the end of the day, if you embarrass me, like, I don't feel like no man should put his hands on a woman. But if you as a woman is in front of this man and his friends and company and all of that, you shouldn't even do it in private. But you're in front of people and you smack him, I wouldn't 100% judge him for smacking you back. For him to keep his composure, I notated that in my book. You know, he like, put your hands on me again. He like, she like, man, what you gonna do? But she ain't put her hands on him again. She sure didn't. So they just arguing the whole way back. When I tell you, Plug so smooth, like so we get out. And at this point, I still had some tree on me, but I didn't know if I should pass it to him or what. Like, I passed it a couple times, but at this point, I just kept it to myself. We only had like 5 minutes to get back home. So we get to Sassy house. Plug didn't say goodbye to nobody. Plug didn't say nothing, okay? Plug got out that car. When I tell you, he must have ran to his car. I heard his car gearing up. Before Crunch and Munch could get out the car, Plug was gone, okay? Now, mind you, Plug brought these hoes. He left both of them. He was pissed, and I do not blame him. If that's what you got to do instead of putting your hands on somebody, you have to leave the situation. You feel me? I was just like, oh my gosh, because it's like he skirt. You heard like skirt. Like He skirted off. She like, what the F? What the F? Boy, you better come back. Boy. She talking to dust. Because Plug is gone, okay? He is out of here. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So we all outside the car at this point. And me and Sassy just like, oh my gosh. Much like, what the F? What the F? Like, she's more like in disbelief, but Crunch is pissed. Like, she's pissed off. So she like in the middle of the street, still talking, still whatever. So she calling him, he not answering. Calling him, he not answering. We still just sitting out in disbelief, like, oh my gosh. So Sassy like, yo, like, no, like. So Sassy ended up calling him, he answered. He got him on speaker. He like, yo, like, what happened? He like, man, if I see that B, I'ma smack her. Now he talking his talk, you know? But I like, yeah, he could have smacked her, but I would rather him talk like that, because I know he felt like smacking her back, but he held himself, you know? So now he on the phone with Sassy. He like, man, if I see her, I'm going to smack the piss out of her. Why I bleep out piss? I'm going to smack the piss out of her. I'm like, he brought me back to my childhood. My girl used to say that to me. So, cool. And Crunch hear that she on the phone. First Munch, because Munch is closer to us, Crunch is in the street, right? So Munch like, Plug, come on, man. Like, you know how y'all do. Like, please just come back and get us. You know we ain't got no ride. Like, you know, whatever. So he like, nah, like, y'all got to figure it out. So Crunch like, Ninja, you better come back and effing get us before I get my brother on you. He like, man, get that Ninja. I'll air all y'all out. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, he is pissed. And then Crunch was like, Sassy, take me to his house right now. So Crunch like, Sassy, you better not. Like, you better not bring them hoes to my house. I'll air all y'all out. I'm not playing. Like, I'm pissed off. This girl done put her hands on me. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. Then Plug ended up hanging up the phone. So Sassy contemplating, like, he don't know what to do. This ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, y'all, 0 out of 10, I do not recommend drinking and driving. I don't. I always say that before I tell y'all what I did. Because just because somebody do it, or even if you have done it before, don't mean that you always gonna make it home safe. So I do really, like, wholeheartedly ask y'all, please, at the best of your capability, please do not drink or drive, okay? But I was lit. This was one night. I won't say I was drunk, but I was very much lit, okay? And I did have intention on staying the night at his house. Like, as I'm taking all these shots, I'm thinking to myself already, like, I'm sleeping on that couch. But in this moment, I don't know their relationship. Like, I don't know how much he actually know these girls. And Sassy is very much a nice person. So if Plug, I don't really know Plug. And he might be real serious right now. So I'm thinking to myself, like, Sassy is gonna let these girls stay the night at his house. And the last thing I want to do is be here. I don't want to be here. So I'm like, nah, like, I'm going home. So I told Sassy, I'm like, I'll see you on Monday. Thank you so much for everything. So I'm giving him a hug. And he's still kind of like flabbergasted. He's like, nah, you can't go home. Like, you lit. I'm like, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to be cool. I promise to text you when I get there. Like, I'm good, but I'm not staying here. Like, I'm not staying here. It's been weird all night. I'm not staying here. He's like, what you mean it's been weird? I'm like, I'll tell you later. Like, not you. Like, no. So whatever. Crunch and Munch is kind of like a little down. They not right next to us or whatever. They just calling Plug phone. Call both of them back to back, calling Plug phone. He not answering for them. I'm like, thank you so much. Everything was a vibe. We had a great time. You really that ninja in these streets. That I'm just hyping his head up because I'm leaving, and I don't want you to keep telling me that I'm staying. So boom. So he give me a hug. He like, all right, text me when you go home. Please don't forget. I'm like, all right, cool. So I goes home. I make it home. I text him. I take a shower, and I'm feeling good. I roll up. I blow down, and I go to sleep. But overall, I had a good night. And okay. So let me just tell you the things. Let me fill in the gaps for the things that I didn't know. You feel me? So when I get to work on Monday, I'm talking to Sassy about it. And he like, yeah, they end up staying at his house. Like, I knew. Because Plug didn't answer. Sassy was like, I tried to call Plug back like 5 minutes later. Plug didn't answer the phone for me. He didn't answer the phone for none of us. I'm like, yeah, because he knew what you was calling for. You was trying to drop them off in his house. He was like, yeah, I didn't want nothing to happen to them or whatever. So, long story short, the reason that Crunch was so mad is because in her mind, she didn't know, nobody told them I was there. I was aware that they was bringing girls, right? But the girls was not aware that it was me. They had all hung out before. And I'm assuming that Crunch thought it was going to be a two-man. She thought that it was going to be her and Plug and Munch and Sassy. So me being in the mix, she didn't like that. And I feel like when she seen me, she seen I was cute. She really ain't like that. So that's why she was giving me all that energy all night, because she feel like now, because it would have been one thing if her sister ain't had no ninja, you know? And like, not Sassy was cool with Munch, like, you know, but he wasn't really on that with her. Like I said, he was finding girls at the club. But I feel like she felt like, dang, like, this girl trying to take my ninja. When in reality, your ninja was choosing. But at the same time, like, he really wasn't even doing nothing. Like, he was not being flirtatious with me around her. Even when she was going, he did say a little extra things to me, but he was not, like, flirting for real. Well, in my opinion, he wasn't really doing, even if that was his girlfriend for real, and come to find out they wasn't girlfriend or boyfriend, but they was talking and humping on each other. But, and Sassy done hump Munch too. But anyway, I feel like even if that was his girlfriend and she walked away to the bathroom, the way he said it to me, I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to tell this girl her man tried to talk to me. I didn't feel that way. Like, he didn't do nothing wrong, in my opinion. But y'all tell me what y'all think. What would y'all have done in this situation? Like, would y'all have cussed the girl out because you know she was being indirect? Or would you have been like me, protect your peace, have a good time, and let the hoes help? But again, y'all, this is Vlogmas, so do me a favor. I'm running this content up for y'all. Please run these numbers up for me. Please comment 3-4 times for your girl. Hype your girl up. Tell a friend and tell a friend, tell a friend. And I'll see you in the next one, friend. Bye.